Welcome to Dustin's Thoughts number 2. I actually got around to watching Werewolves Within, which was released last week. I finally got to watching it last night, so I wanted to kind of go and do one of these before everything leaves my mind. I have a couple of notes here, but once again, this series isn't really me going into detail on the movies. It's pretty much just me telling you how I feel, just because we might cover these movies on like the actual main show with my co-host Aaron, but today I think what was really fitting to have co-host, well, co-host with me is my the Wolfman mask from Trick or Treat Studios. This mask is absolutely amazing. It's pretty new. I think they released it last year or early this year, so it's a new sculpt and everything that they have. But it's great. So make sure you guys go check out Trick or Treat Studios, and that's pretty much where I get all my other masks and stuff you see behind me. But back to the movie. Yeah, I finally got around to watching this, and I really enjoyed it. Even though this is a game adaptation, we see, I think, more. We used to see a lot more movies go to games in like the early 2000s. We don't really see a lot of games go to movies. And I have to say, this is definitely one to check out if you guys are looking for game adaptation movies. I've never actually played the Werewolf Within video games from Ubisoft. I am a gamer, but there's always games I miss and whatnot. Same with like movies and everything. So I was happy I was actually getting around to watching this, and I really enjoyed it. Um, it's not very over the top. It's pretty fun. It's actually really fun. There's a lot of characters, and they all like have their own quirks and things that they do. And some of them are really funny. Some of them are really serious, and some of them are just plain out weird. Um, but I have to say that the writing on this is really good. I don't know. I didn't really go into too much detail of searching to see if Ubisoft had any influence on the writing of this, or if the director Josh Rubin, I think he had a screenwriter, but I didn't write it down. Even tried to write the script themselves. But I went and saw what other things John did. And I think I said Josh. I meant to say John Rubin, not Josh Rubin. John Rubin. He also, I guess, starred in a movie called Scare Me, which is one that I definitely didn't watch. It came out last year. I know it was on Shudder, and I think it still is on Shudder. And I'm gonna have to go check that out because he didn't direct that, but he did act in it. But I couldn't really find any other acting. I mean, directing roles that he did. If there are more out there, please let me know, and I want to go check them out. But on IMDb, it wasn't really giving me a lot of information. And also, there's one actress in here that recognized a lot of the cast on here. I don't really know who they are, where they're from. I think it's a lot of like newer people or actors in movies I just have never seen. And the actress is Catherine Curtin. I pretty much recognize her from Orange is the New Black. And I mean, I think everybody's pretty much watched Orange is the New Black. But that's like the only one that I really recognized. And she did a very good job. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything that really stood out that I should say, other than how great the acting is and how everything is set up. There's probably a few plot holes in there, but it's nothing like horrible. Um, but like I said, if you guys are looking for a game turned into a movie, I know that there was recently the Monster Hunter movie that came out that I watched, and I didn't enjoy that at all. Um, but this is definitely one that I would recommend to a lot of people to go and check out. If you guys want to have a good popcorn night and you want to go and get a couple friends over and like, okay, let's put on a cool movie because this is a great who done it werewolf film. I mean, it kind of throughout the whole film, it makes you feel like that maybe there isn't actually a werewolf there, but I know for the people who have played the games or game because that came out obviously way before this. Then obviously you guys know there is a werewolf till the very end. I don't want to spoil the ending or anything like that. To review this and we can go fully in depth with it. Um, in this episode and not like the full thing. Just on first glance, 7.5 out of 10 We like to say blood splatters here on the Baron's Head. Some things in it I think would probably need to, like, I wouldn't say change, but work on. They kind of didn't really go into too much backstory of the characters, but I feel like the guy showing up as a ranger, going in his town, and realizing that everybody's like a little bit more palpable. Um, Short video, unlike my last one that we did with was it Fear Street Part 1, which we will be this Friday, but this is going to be a lot shorter than that. That one I think was like almost like 17 minutes. This one's probably going to be while this movie is still fresh, and to really say, go watch this movie, go support it. It is an independent film. So please go support this. Support John Rubin. Do that tonight if I can find it on Shudder, if it's still there. View of Werewolves Within. There's a couple of things I do want to shout out. Is cast by subscribing to our Patreon, or you can go and listen to all of our other episodes that are on. We have everything archived here on YouTube or on Twitch. We have shirts out now in our Teespring store. Everything that follow us on any of the socials and you want to stay up to date as to what's going to be going on. Twitter right now, but Instagram's more of the place to, stay. That's the Baron's Hideout _ podcast. On Twitter, it's just the BHO wrong, so let me go and check. Yep, that's _ podcast. And then we usually do our live streams on Twitch and join in on the conversation live and be part of the episode. Baron's Hideout _ podcast. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a couple shoutouts. Gravity Colors clothes. I have their lounge pants, well, joggers, and Evil Dead 2 shirt. Also, Liquid Death. Have them on the show all the time, and if we ever get guests on here, which we do pretty often, of their choice, either still or sparkling. So if you guys want to come on the show and you want some, either the still or the sparkling. Sparkling's black. I really like this. But I think that's pretty much about it for this one, guys. It's, like I said, very, very short. We'll be putting out another Dustin's Thoughts this week on Fear Street Part 2, and then you can away camp. And then the following week, we will be having our third guest. He is a drummer on Twitch who I'm kind of close friends with, and he loves the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think after that, we're going to be starting a new, like at least the poster for it and everything will be coming out tomorrow or the next day, and we're going to be focusing or set in a camp or have both. So we're going to be doing our summer, super cheesy, but it fits the bill. But thank you guys thoughts, and I am Dustin. Aaron is actually on vacation this week, so the episodes besides this one and so much for listening and liking all of our stuff, and just and go check out Werewolves. Listen, if you dare.